Welcome back to Detox Talk with your healer and love giver, Ashley. And today, guys, we have Miss Dayjah Blackstar here to give you guys some beautiful ways to detox with yoga, all the way from Jamaica. So, hi, Dayjah, how are you?
Detox. I'm blessed, Queen. How are you?
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited to finally have you on. Like, we talked about this so many times. And I'm excited that we could actually get together and do this for the collective and talk about ways to detox through yoga and how, yoga can affect your body and help you. And since you specialize in Kemetic yoga, which is from the motherland, we definitely want to hear any insights you have on detoxing.
The most important thing in yoga is your breath. And the breath is the most important thing that we need to detox our body. Because as we inhale and then we exhale, once we take those deep breaths in, we get rid of toxins and unwanted things in our bodies. But because we mostly breathe shallow now and we're not breathing deep enough, we're not letting go. And we should be letting go. On our deep breath out, we should be letting go twice as much as we take in. So we're literally holding on to, things that's out in the environment. We're holding on to toxic things that we could have ate. We're holding on to toxic thoughts. And all of these things get stuck inside of our body, because we're dealing with our mind, our body, and our spirit. And if it's happening on the physical level, it's also happening mentally and spiritually. So that's why it's important to do yoga. Practicing yoga, it allows you to bring harmony with your mind, body, and spirit, and also to cleanse as you go through the different poses. So in Kemetic yoga, every pose represents different principles. As you go through these principles, you're working on different organs, you're working on different body parts, and you're cleansing each part of these parts of your body. So that's why it's so important to do yoga, and you really do get a clear state of mind, from getting your body to move into these postures.
Yes, dropping gems. I'm like, yes, because it's all about that flow of energy, keeping that flow of energy, and yoga helps us so much to open up that flow. I think that yoga is such an amazing part of the practice. For me, yesterday, I had really bad menstrual cramps, and it was extreme. And I did some yoga poses because I know that helps you to move that energy through your body. And it really helped me so much. I was really laid out in child's pose. I was in there doing cat cow, just everything, trying to just move that energy around, because I was this is
yes.
And it's so crazy because I was listening to The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and he was talking about that when women get our menstruals, that we're taking on the collective energy at that time. And that energy that's coming into you, that's not you. So you're taking on so many others. And I was like, oh man, yesterday I was releasing so much, I was doing the breath work. So I started laying there doing the breath work like you were talking about. I'm like, okay, okay, just breathing. And then I started to do the yoga poses, and it really helped me so much because it helped me kind of get myself into alignment so I could kind of just focus my energy. And then I started to just, put my little heating pad and lay out. But I was but it helps so much, the yoga. And I know me incorporating that in my day-to-day practice helps me, because if I start my day off with yoga, my whole day is jump started. I'm yes, ready to go. So
exactly. I love that you said that, that keeping that energy flowing, because that's what it is. When we feel pain or, any hurt, that's because it's stagnation and we need to get it moving again. And that's what yoga does. And you're absolutely right. When we're on our cycle, that's a time of releasing also. So what you're taking on, everything, like you said, we take on everything, things that are not even us. So it's important to let go twice as much. We have to let go twice as much so we can really release and cleanse and, make that space for ourselves, because it's truly a sacred time when we're on our menstrual cycle. And it's a beautiful time that our body knows to naturally release and cleanse itself. And that's amazing that you did those yoga poses. Those two poses, those are my go-tos, when it's that time.
Yes.
They really help, especially the child pose. Like you really could just rest in child pose, like, and just feel so much better. In Kemetic yoga, we call that what is it called? It's the rebirth pose.
Okay.
The Kemetic name for it is Kepra, which is reminded of this. It's a principle of the scarab beetle.
Mm.
So that renewal, and that's what happens every time we get our cycle. Just like the moon, it renews again. That's why I love Kemetic yoga. You know, when you look into the principles and names of the different postures, it really expresses like what is happening to your body as you are in these poses, and what's happening in your mind and your spirit, you know, simultaneously, all at the same time. So it's so beautiful. Yoga is like the best thing. Like you said, to do it every day, it's like one of the best things that ever happened for me. You know, it's a lifestyle thing for me also. So
yes,
it's something very much necessary. Yes.
Definitely a lifestyle. That's amazing. I'm super excited for this Kemetic yoga to do this here in Mexico.
Yes, me too. I'm so excited.
I'm like, yes, bring it on. Because, girl, when you get here, you feel the energy. You're like, wow, it's so beautiful. And I know it's going to be super charged up. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Yes, same. Same.
So with the detoxing and yoga, you pretty much like covered everything. I feel like I don't think we missed
exactly.
Any little pointers you want to throw in there for people that feel like, hey, they can't do yoga, or they feel like yoga's not their thing, you know, like how could they try and get into it, or something for beginners, I guess?
Yes. Well, yoga really is you just moving, keeping your body in motion. So even dancing is yoga. Any type of sports that you do is yoga. Any stretch that you do is yoga. That's you making movements in your body and allowing that energy to stay in motion, because that's what emotions are. When you have certain emotions and you don't do anything about them, you just sit in it like, I'm going to be mad. Like you allow it to stagnate. So any movement that you can do is good for your body. Like everybody can do yoga, and even your breathing alone can allow movement to happen. Breathing is a subtle thing, but it's so powerful. Breathing, our breath is what gives us life. It is the reason we have life. So we have to just tap into that. If you can be still and just focus on your breath, like consciously and awarely, like really paying attention to breathing in as much as you can, holding it and expanding it, and then taking a slow, deep breath out and pulling your belly all the way to your spine. You know, just releasing and letting everything go. And as you do this physical thing, it begins to happen again, mentally and spiritually. So you just let it go. So everybody can do yoga. It's just as simple as breathing and being aware.
And see, that was amazing, because a lot of people don't know that you're doing yoga every day just from stretching and moving around and moving that energy. They think that you got to know how to do all these advanced Ashtanga poses and all of that. And they thinking like, you know, I got to do headstands, because I be telling them, come here, do some yoga with me. Like, I can't do headstands. I'm like, listen, I'm not doing headstands. I get it. But yes, that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Queen. So let people know like where they can find you on social media, how they can follow you if they want to like tune into your classes. How can they do this Kemetic yoga, learn more about that?
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram, which is where I'm at mostly. It's Dayjah _ Black Star. So that's DAYJAH _BLAKK _ STAR. And you can click the link in my bio. You can set up personal appointments. You could do a free consultation. You know, if you just have wanted more information about what Kemetic yoga is, or you could do a consultation to see where you're at in your spiritual journey and how you would like to get started. Yeah, just click the link in my bio. And yes, we are all doing yoga every day, every single day of our life. So I full encourage everybody, you know, to breathe deeply and take in more life in every moment.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you guys check out Dayjah. Make sure you go follow her Instagram. If you want some advice on your path and your journey, she's blessed with so many other gifts than the yoga. She also does Reiki, so many other beautiful things, as well as spiritual guidance for the collective. But yes, tap in with her. And if you guys are interested in seeing her live in Cozumel, Mexico, she will be here at the Reset 2021 retreat from May 26th to May 30th. We'll be giving all of these beautiful yoga classes and just helping the collective grow and helping everybody press that reset button. So if you want more information about that, you can check out spiritualdetoxshop.com/retreats. Make sure you guys comment if you have any questions, and hit me up, Instagram at Spiritual Detox Shop, as well as every other platform. And we love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.